Hey, it's Sam Stecker at MissionMonday.com. Over there on the other side of the miracle of technology is.
Mark Johnson at MissionMonday.com.
Have you had your coffee yet today, man?
I'm working on it, but I feel tired. For
I
sure.
haven't had mine yet either. Yeah, we're recording this on a Sunday morning, which to me actually feels a little more right.
Yeah, I mean it's nice Sunday morning, and it's -11 outside, so it's nice to be inside with coffee in our cozy houses.
And my wife reminded me when we awoke this morning that we were out of coffee beans.
Oh,
So I'm going to be venturing out into the cold after we record this
yeah, you better do that.
and procuring coffee. But enough about caffeine and cold. Hey, you're rolling into your second week of school for 2016, are you not?
Yes, sir, we are.
Right on. I'm going to lead you a little bit.
Okay, all right.
In that first week of school, did you see some people game up and do some pretty exceptional things?
Did I see people do exceptional things?
Yeah, like even though we were just back from break, they're like, game time, we're going again.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my goodness, yes.
I say, here's what I think. I'm a big fan of when we do thank you note missions. So I think that getting back into the routine of school isn't always an easy thing. And I think we got to validate people who would game up and say, you know what, I'm back at it and this is going to happen. So what I like to do for mission this week, same thing for staff, students, parents, volunteers, pick somebody that did something that you appreciated during the first week of school that was like, all right, game face back on. We're here to learn. We're here to teach. We're here to support our kids. Now, that could be a teacher writing a thank you note to a student who made sure they were prepared every day. It could be a student writing a teacher a thank you note and saying, you know what, you were excited to see me and gave me a big high five. It could be a student writing their parent a note saying, you drug my fanny out of bed after I had slept in all break. And though I don't appreciate getting up early, I'm glad you were there to help me out with it. So, my friend Mark, that's my notion for missions this week. You got anything?
No, that's a great idea. I've already got some rolling around in my head. People that I can already start thanking for stepping up their game that first week already, because we needed people to step up their game.
Which, side note, speaking about coming back from break, you and I have talked about that, especially when you serve students at risk, that you don't always, they're not always eager for the break. And when they come back, sometimes they come back a little less prepared than when they left. And NPR just had a really good article about that struggle. And actually, my wife showed it to me, and she said, this won't be anything you don't know. But, yeah, it was kind of cool. So anything that we can do to get our students and our staff and their parents and everybody involved back into that routine of success is good. And it's good to validate people on that. So I'm glad you've got some people to thank.
And it's good to get back in that routine again. I mean, even for the adults, as much as the kids, to get back in that routine and just get back in the everyday kind of grind that we do, get back showing some grit every day. It's been good. I think it might have been an easier transition back into the game this week than it has been in the past.
That's awesome, man. That's good to hear. You got anything else you want to say before we jet out until next week?
Yeah, last week our mission was, and we did this last year too, so I put a box in the office, and it's called the Mission Monday box. So I invited all the kids or the adults to come up with missions for the second semester, write them down, put them in the box, and then we would implement some of those. So yeah, I will share some of those maybe next time we talk.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
What kids and adults came up with. So that could be kind of cool too.
Right on. And if you want some other good ideas or some support or inspiration or laughs or whatever, you can always go to missionmonday.com, maybe get a hold of that book, It Happens in the Hallway. And I don't mean to brag, but in 2016 so far, we have sold a copy.
Well on our way.
Copy, baby. One. But that's one more than what was sold in 100 years ago in 1916.
This is true. All very true. Yes.
Progress. All right, my friend. I will see you next week for the next mission.
All right. Sounds good.
Stay warm.